Cowboy fans and YouTubers? Is that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you after a long hiatus? Well, since the Hall of Fame game. But anyways, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. Because Lord knows a lot has happened with the Cowboys since I've last been on. I have seen a bunch of the stuff, the practices, the joint practice, the fight between Connor Williams and Aaron Donald. And if Aaron Donald could get taken down by Connor Williams, then I think I approve. I like to see that attitude. I like to see that ferocity finally from this team instead of taking it like little punks. I saw the video of Tony Pollard basically getting tackled way out of bounds. Number 41, Kenny Young, taking a swing at him and then running like a little bitch. Yeah, I saw that. Apparently, he has a penchant for hitting and running like a little punk. So, to have us get punished for something like that, I'm fine with it, because Tony Pollard was damn sure going to chase his ass down and fuck him up. Sorry for the language, but you don't punch somebody like that and run. I've seen a comment that said that he was punching for the ball. Nah, the play is dead. The play is way dead. You don't get to punch the ball, because as I recall, Randy Gregory tried to punch out a ball one time and they flagged him. So if you can't do it in a real game, why are you doing it in practice? That's what they told us. If you can't fight in a real game, why are you fighting in practice? So, Kenny Young, you're a punk bitch, and you're lucky we ain't got that rematch at the first game of the year like we did last year. But that's cool. That's cool. You Rams think y'all so much better, but your boy Matthew Stafford up here throwing picks to Morris Canady, and guess what? Morris Canady has stepped his game up. He has put himself on the map for these Cowboys, and somebody like Anthony Brown's time is coming to a close real quicker than he thought. With that and the rookies stepping up, Jordan Lewis, he's not practicing or playing, so he's losing time. And Lord knows, with these youngins, you better look over your shoulder, because it ain't no games no more. Come cut down time, I'm telling you who I cut, and they start with the two corners we retain. But anyway, this video was to begin about the offensive side of the ball that I've seen since the Hall of Fame game. Well, the second half and leading up to now that I've seen. I'm gonna be breaking it down tomorrow for the defense, and the day after special teams, for all the action since then and what my thoughts are going to be. Quarterbacks, Dak will be fine. He should be playing in some preseason action for the dress rehearsal game, more than likely. Get a couple series there just to get him ready for the regular season. Garrett Gilbert is primary backup at this time. He looks good. He could play the part of a capable backup. My only thing with him is that, one, he holds the ball too long. Two, he doesn't really move out of the pocket until it's like the very last second to where he thinks, I can't do anything with it. Three, he doesn't throw the ball away. And four, Jeff Kavanaugh has pointed out, the man is indecisive after his first couple reads are not there. He doesn't know what to do, and that causes the holding on to the ball too long and getting sacked. Granted, some of it wasn't his fault because of the poor tackle play at the time, but, you know, he's capable. He's just got to make better decisions when he's got that ball. He can't hold on to it so freaking long anymore. Other than that, he's okay. Cooper Rush, for a guy who was on the team as Dak's primary backup for a couple of seasons, and then, you know, went to the Giants and came back. For a guy who's basically still in the same system, he hasn't learned anything. He hasn't improved on anything. The fact that you were backup for that long, shows you that the Cowboys just weren't trying to look for any other help. They were drafting guys like Mike White, and it just wasn't going to work because those guys were actually worse than him. But Cooper Rush, there's a reason they don't really acknowledge you even being on the team when they talk backup quarterbacks, which leads me to the other guy they do mention, Ben Denucci. I agree. I don't know why he's even on the team. College is one thing, but once you hit the pros, all I've seen are interceptions. I'm not seeing good reads. I'm not seeing good quarterback play. And I don't know what the hell this sidearm bullshit is. Because once I realized it, I just kept looking to see if he keeps doing it, and he does. He has no reason to keep sidearming a football, but he does it. I don't know why. He's not in any danger half the time. And the sidearming is not putting the ball placement anywhere near a receiver that can catch it. So he's basically shooting himself in the foot. But he's just not quarterback material in my eyes. He's a pet project for somebody else, basically. He's not something I want on this team. He could stay on the practice squad all season. I don't care. But he should not be activated at all. Now I'm seeing why they gave him gadget plays, because he can't run an offense. I'm sorry. Especially when you get down to third and fourth string guys. You can't even beat fourth string guys. Denucci, that's the problem. If you can't even move the ball against fourth stringers, that tells you can't play. I mean, that's how Cooper Rush made it this far. It's because he could beat third and fourth stringers. Not recently, but, you know, that was the hype with him and Rico Gathers way back in the day, is that they look good in preseason. But now, those two just aren't it. Cooper Rush and Ben Denucci just are not backup quarterback material on this team. They don't need to be here. Running backs, Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott, definitely 1-2 punch. That's the lightning and the thunder. And then you got Rico Dowd, who showed that with a little bit of space and some time, that boy can really truck. He also handled some of the punt return duties, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, I like him to still be on this team. The fullbacks didn't really get as much action because, let's face it, the position's getting phased out, so you don't really see much of the fullbacks anyway. But Rico Dowd is a third back on the team. If we are able to handle one, I'd like to keep him. Wide receivers, Noah Brown definitely looks like he's getting a little more aerial action as far as getting passes thrown his way. Because usually he's just been into block on running plays, and people knew that and would take him out. Cedric Wilson, he has continued to be there, consistent with basically whoever can throw him the ball. If it's near him, he tries his best. Semi Fehoko, I didn't get to see much. There wasn't too many balls thrown his way. TJ Vasher did not make the trip. Malik Turner, who was out last year injured, he is turning heads in training camp and in the preseason game. Aside from the one long play, which they say was a fumble, but I'm not really sure he even had the ball long enough to count it as a catch, but whatever. He was pretty much the only one making plays out there. Between him and Rico Dowd, getting them out of these third and long situations. And again, Garrett Gilbert getting you out of those third and long situations shows that he can do something Denucci and Cooper couldn't. Tight ends, I like it. We got a three-headed monster now. Jeremy Sprinkle, was he even there? Because he didn't really do much when he was on the field. You had Jarwin, who we know can play. Schultz doing what he's been doing continuously since last year. And Sean McCown, he's showing why he wants to stay on this team and that he's been overlooked all this time. So we could have a three-headed monster at tight end and not just two-headed. I like it. I like to see it. I kind of think he was going to be taking the position over Jeremy Sprinkle anyway. So all looks towards that right now. So offensive line. That offensive line once you get past the starters, you start getting a little shaky. Connor Williams did not have his best time at center. He kind of popped the ball up damn near over the quarterback's head a couple times, but that's to be expected. Man really hasn't played center but like 1 or 2 snaps in college. So you can't expect somebody to come in and be all pro in a position they never really played. Leo Collins continued showing up. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, I'm sure they're going to come back to their all-pro forms. As long as they stay healthy, we're good. Tyler Biadasz, he's still good. Connor McGovern, he looks pretty decent. Him and Williams, the Connor boys, are stepping up their game because they know a lot could be riding on them this year. As far as Brandon Knight, Terrence Steele, Ty Nsekhe, those 3 all look butt. I don't know why they're still here. Ty Nsekhe, I heard wasn't good at all anyway, but somebody on one of my other YouTube videos was trying to say how good he can be. And I was like, bullshit, if they haven't talked about the man. He's not doing that well. And it showed that he's not that well. Not in preseason, not in training camp. So I don't know who told them that he could step up and play this position. If our guys go down, Ty Nsekhe's not going to help handle this line. Terrence Steele, there was big talk about him doing so well, but that seems to be a lie. He hasn't changed at all. Brandon Knight looks like he's regressed, which is a shame. Isaac Alessan, the international gateway player on the offensive line, he has stepped his game up. They're still stashing him because he doesn't count against the roster because he is an international gateway player. But he's looking good. So after you get past the starters, it looks like we're in trouble again, basically. Quarterback, offensive line, and I think that's it really on offense that I feel we are in trouble if we have to start going into our backups. Garrett Gilbert, I have more confidence in than the offensive line if we have to start bringing in the backups. Once you get past Gilbert, though, God, Jesus. But that's what I think about the offense right now. CeeDee Lamb's out here doing CeeDee Lamb things. Amari Cooper is looking to come back when we get back to Texas. And the rest of the guys just keep doing what they're doing. If these guys can play to their full complement and stay healthy, I have no doubt we could put up points quite handily on some defenses. I mean, the stuff that Kellen Moore drew up was pretty good. I mean, last year there was some stuff where you were head scratching. Like, why the hell would you do these kind of plays? Double and triple reverses at the goal line and stupid stuff like that. But this time, it looks like he's changed it up. He's learned from his mistakes, and he's tried to put the ball in their hands to get us a score. Unfortunately, the players just failed to execute. But in all, I think the offense, starting-wise, is good to go. The backups give me a little worry, and if you get past the backups to the backups, we're in trouble again. But that's all I got to say for the offense as of right now. We'll have to see as time goes on. Hopefully there's no injuries or anything health-wise to hold these guys back to finish out these last couple weeks of training camp until the real season starts. But that's my thoughts. I hope you posted yours. If you stuck around this long, thank you. Until next time. Unless something crazy happens, I hope everyone enjoyed Hall of Fame weekend. I hope you have a good week. Safe Monday. And this is VA Dallas Cowboy fan.